What's up, y'all? It's Legend. Here's my most up-to-date tutorial on how to go 12-0 in MyTeam Unlimited. I just wanted to put this out there at the beginning of the video so y'all know. As y'all can see with the length of the video, it is much longer than any video I think I've ever made, and that's not my style in general. I don't like to make videos longer. I like for it to get straight to the point. But I'm telling you, this video is all the strategies I had from lineups to in-game adjustments that I'm going to share with you to hopefully help y'all. So if you can, bear with me, stick through it, and take what you need from it. Hopefully this will get y'all going 12-0 in no time. So just bear with me and hope y'all like it. So here we go. Yep. What up, y'all? It's Legend, and this is my most up-to-date how to go 12-0 in MyTeam Unlimited tutorial. As you can see, I have the Dr. J there. Show you the I'll show you the set that was completed, where I unlocked all the players of the month that gave me the Galaxy Opal Dr. J. Just to show you, I've been through it, I've done it, and that's that. And before I jump into this, just want to give a quick shout out. Don't want to take up too much of y'all's time, but for all y'all, for all the new subscribers, all the likes, comments, shares, and again the new subscribers, new subscriptions, I can't thank y'all enough, man. Like, y'all are beyond a blessing to me. Like, the channel is really coming along nicely, and I can't thank y'all enough. And again, I hope these videos help you and make an impact for you and how you play the game, and sharing this information with you. So, and through that, as I always say, the love is appreciated, and through the videos, hopefully reciprocated, where I'm getting y'all some information that's helping y'all along in your 2K journey. So again, if the videos help, thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, all that good stuff. Thank you so much. I can't thank y'all enough, and I sincerely mean that. So now that we got that out of the way, let me get right into it. So, and this is take two. Like, this is kind of tough because I got to go through these main points, and I'm trying to make it as concise as possible, and not have y'all sitting here watching a 20-minute video. But I'm gonna just try to touch on the most important points of emphasis, and hopefully not get on my soapbox too long. But yeah, sorry. So as you can see, the name of this lineup was Trojan, and that goes into the whole Trojan horse. So the idea behind it was, like, they see your 77 overall, like, this would be great, and then they look up and see that guy, Pink Diamond Giannis, and surprise, that's the Trojan. That's the Trojan horse of the of the lineup, because you thought it was a 77, but it's all centered around that guy. So anyway, this was the lineup I used last month, I believe, for the Clyde, to get Clyde Drexler. Actually, I want to say, for those of y'all that don't have Pink Diamond Giannis and can't get him, or don't think you can get him, I actually won before the Pink Diamond Giannis came out. I ran with this lineup, except I had the Diamond Moments Giannis, which I believe was going for, last I looked, he was under 100,000 MT. So you can do the same thing with a Diamond Giannis. It's the Moments Giannis that has like a 70-something overall 73 or somewhere around there. So he can do the same thing. It's just as good. Pink Diamond Giannis is better, but you can do the same thing with Diamond Giannis. But alright, so this was the lineup last month, and as I said in my last video on how to go 12-0, the idea was you wanted to get 77 overall. And to kind of try to break this down as quickly as possible, from what I've gathered, this is just my theory, I have no way to prove it, they based the matchmaking off two things from what I can tell. One is your overall, so the 77 overall, and the other is the number of cards you have from each tier. So say instead of these silver cards in the starting lineup, or even on the bench, no matter where you have them, if I replace 3 of these silvers with sapphires and rubies, they're going to match me, more likely they're going to match me with a higher overall, or with a team with the same amount of those cards from each tier. So now that if you get what I'm saying, I know it's kind of tough to, it's kind of clunky like relaying that to you, but so if you get what I'm saying, like that's why I ended up going with this lineup. And again, even if you replace Pink Diamond Giannis with a Diamond Giannis, because this really ensured that they'd match me with the lower, with teams of alike tiers. They'd more likely match me with another team that might have 1 pink diamond or maybe 2 diamonds and the rest silver and bronze. Because at this point, most people are doing that. Like for Unlimited, most people are trying to cheese the matchmaking to get the same thing. Everybody's trying to get the matched with lower tiers so they can use their most dominant player against them. So that's the idea behind it, I guess. All right, so another real important piece, and I'll show you with some gameplay here why this is important. I use the Bucks playbook. You're going to need that. And I've tried every coach in the game, but Dwayne Casey is the only one that I've won 12-0 with repeatedly. Like, I've tried almost every other, again, Diamond, Steve Kerr, D'Antoni, Mike Malone, Terry Stotts. I've tried tons of coaches, but these are the only ones that I could really. Dwayne Casey is the only one I've won with. I think it's because, and you'll see in the in-screen adjustment, in the in-game adjustments, he has a B+ defensive rating. All right, so just to explain, for this last month, for the Clyde Drexler month, this lineup, the idea behind it was Giannis running the point and going 5 out surrounding him. And really, with Giannis, if you play your defense right, you don't even have to play half-court offense. Like, you don't even need to run 5 out. Because if you can... I'll just say this too, like, and I'll show some of that. And usually on defense, I was playing zone. And Giannis takes away, basically, he takes away a whole side of the floor. And I'll show you my strategy with that, with some of the gameplay. But he takes away a whole side of the floor. So if you're generating turnovers, all you got to do is get it to Giannis on the break, and that's basically easy too. Like, you're not even playing half court. Most of your offense is coming in the transition. All right, so that was the month before. This was this month to get the Dirk and finish the set. All right, so whereas last month the idea behind it was, or I could show you, I was thinking, like, if I'm in half court, surround Giannis with shooters. So there's Silver, Seth Curry, 86-3. Caruso's got an 83-3. Taurean Prince has a 78-3. And they all, at least 2 through 5, had good size. And the reason I had Boban instead of Murasan was because he's the only quote-unquote giant big that I could put in there and keep it a 77 overall. All right, so this was the most up-to-date lineup. Now, the reason I'm not at 77 overall anymore, that doesn't matter, because the cards that they've put out since my last 12-0 video have completely ruined the 77 idea. So the first time I tried to run the 77 overall this month, I went 11-0, and on my 12-0 game, they matched me up against, I believe it was an 84 overall with Pink Diamond McGrady, Pink Diamond Giannis, and Pink Diamond Yao. There was nothing I could do with that, with a 77 overall. So, I had to rethink my strategy. Whereas last month's lineup was surround Giannis with shooters, with the lowest possible overall I could have. This month's strategy was, after running into that, I need size. Because that's the only thing, like, with that Pink Diamond McGrady, man, like, everybody I played was running left to right at the top of the 3-point, like, between the hashes, doing the quick behind the back and then running the other way. Like, nobody can keep up with that. Even if you have, like, even if you got people with Hall of Fame clamps, that's almost unstoppable. And on top of that, because of his badges, he was pulling up contested threes anybody, I'm talking about everybody I played that had him, were shooting contested threes, no problem, knocking them down. So like that's what I was running into with the 77 overall. So I knew I had to make some adjustment. So my idea was still keep the overall as low as possible, but I need size to combat that. Because again, I believe I said it in my last video, but you want to run zone, especially when you're running with these like lower overall players. They're not good individual defenders, so you want to run zone. Now the idea behind this lineup was this: instead of shooters, you got Isaac Bonga at the point. He's 6'8" at the point. I can't say his name. Michael whatever. Forget I ever did that. I don't know how to say his name. But this guy is 6'8" at the 2. Now, I actually, maybe it's because of Giannis's dimer, because I run him as the point. Bonga actually knocked down a couple threes for me. Now, I did add some gold shoes on each of these guys when I was running this lineup, and that helps. This guy in particular, I wish I could say his name, and I feel like an idiot for not being able to, but he has a 72-3. Nothing else is all that impressive up there, except remember I showed you he's 6'8". This is a bronze card with 79 speed. So like he can get out on the break, all that good stuff. So again, the idea behind this lineup was size, and we're running a zone. So you have two 6'8" guys at the 1 and 2, Giannis at 6'11", Porzingis 7'3", and Yao Ming is at 7'6". And the other idea behind this lineup was if somebody takes Giannis away or finds a way to contain him, they also have to contain Yao. So, and then all these guys can shoot. And that really is like invaluable in terms of like what you're trying to do, because they can't take everybody away, because so many people like to play off ball from one of the bigs because they know they can't shoot. Well, in this lineup, they got to respect it. They can't cheat off of them, so or they're going to get threes rained on them. So like that's the idea behind this. You got size and you got shooting. Really from the 2 through the 5. If you man, again, this guy right here that I can't say his name, he was balling out for me, like for real. Like greened, you'd be surprised how many greens you could get with him if you use him. So this was my lineup. Again, same playbook as you can see, and Dwayne Casey is the coach. Now I'm going to try to show you as quickly as possible, because I've already taken up way more time than I wanted to, some of the gameplay footage, to show you the actual strategies I was using in game. Also, this is a hidden gem. Malcolm Miller is a bronze, has a 79 3-pointer. And that's mainly all you need to know for these lineups. Alright, so to the gameplay. Alright, so as I told you guys, the Bucks playbook is of the utmost importance, and the reason is, as you can see here, especially if you're running with Giannis, you can call a play call for him. So as you saw, I inbounded the ball there after they scored, so they were already set back on defense. As you can see, he was playing zone. So they were already, if they're already set back on defense and you're forced to play in the half court, this is why the Bucks playbook is the most important. If you have any dominant ball handler on this game who's capable of playing ISO ball, they're going to have this play in their available positional play calling plays. And if you need help with that, just throw that in the comments and I'll be glad to help you. But if just off the top of my head, I believe it's L1 on PlayStation is L1 to bring up that menu. Then you press R1 for positional play calling. You're going to hit the icon of the player you're using. In my case, it was Giannis at the small forward, so he's square. You hit square and then pick as you can see, the play is Fist 64 down 5 out, I believe is the name of it. So, and the reason for that, the reason you're doing that is I believe they patched 5 out as a set, so you can't just call it generically for your whole team, but it's not patched out for the individual player, and this is like super important. And as I said, you can do it with most guards that are capable, great ball handlers. Like, they should all have that in their available plays. But as you've seen from these clips, in general, or from the gameplay so far, in general, my idea is with this lineup, the size overrides everything. The size on defense, you're creating havoc, you're creating chaos, you generate turnovers, you get out on the break and run. You don't even have to play in the half court, and that's the beauty of it. But as you can see, if they score, if they get set on defense, I'm going to call 5 out with my most dominant player, and in this case it's Pink Diamond Giannis. But as I said, it's any ISO player. Any ISO player in the game should be able to run it. It should be in their place. I've done it with several other players, but again, as you can see with this lineup, Giannis was really my only ball handler. And as you can see, the guy whose name I can't pronounce is so underrated, man. As a bronze player, his speed and his length on defense is invaluable. But as I told y'all in the lineup screen, on the lineups, in general, I like to run zone, and I know people frown upon off ball, but I view it like this. I switch it up. I'll play on ball if I need to, but I will play the zone and I play off ball, not because I can't hold anybody on defense one-on-one. It's because I can generate more turnovers by playing off ball. So there's another tip for you, another real important point, I think. Like, there's nothing to be ashamed of, man. If I can bait people into steals by playing off ball, why wouldn't I? Like, because the computer can't always can't bait people into the same steals I can. And as I believe I said it in the lineup screen as well, if I'm playing zone and I've got Giannis in one corner, if the ball handler is up on the wing, I can pull up on the wing, I can walk up towards the ball handler and make him think I'm coming off the man in the corner, and I'm really sitting at the midpoint. And all you got to do is wait, and at the first sign of movement, hit that square button and steal the pass, because you know it's coming. Like, so that's just one way. Like, you can bait them into turnovers that they otherwise wouldn't have, or that the computer won't generate themselves. So as you can see, I showed you this portion of gameplay mainly to show you how the defense was working. Again, the mindset is primarily you want to create your offense from defense and get out and run and just score on the break. That's the easiest way to win the game. It doesn't require any, all right, they're doing this, so I got to adjust this, I got to make this play call. It's the easiest way to play. If they shut it down, now I've given you another tool in your utility belt with the fist, I believe it's fist 64 down, 5 out. If they are in the half court defense already set, now you have that in your arsenal to call for your player to ISO. And if they're playing on ball, you should be able to take them off the dribble easy. If they're playing off ball, just make sure you have shooters on the outside. It doesn't matter if it's a silver big or whoever on the outside in the corners. If they have a 72 plus 3, chances are good, man. If they cheat all the way off them, you got a wide open 3-point shot. I like your chances. So there's that. Alright, so lastly, just briefly to show you the in-game adjustments I make to start the game. Before I see what my opponent's doing, these are the things that I do automatically as soon as I get in the game. And then if they play differently, that would dictate that I need to change anything, I make those adjustments accordingly. But this is what I do to start the game. And just to show you all, again, this was going to be my 12-0 game. This guy, I made my adjustments. He actually quit out after the game already started, and they didn't give me a win. So I was kind of irritated, but I still ended up getting my 12-0 the very next game. I had to fight for it a little bit, but I got it. But these are the adjustments I make right off the bat. Number 1, you go to coach settings, turn off the adaptive coach engine. You're going to go tight, off ball and on ball pressure, and force direction to middle. then you can see I actually went through there to try to see who his individual players were. As you can see, he quit. Because if they have one dominant ball handler, I believe I mentioned that in the last clip of gameplay, you're probably going to want to double team them and take them away if they force you to play man. If with that lineup he had, you probably could have played zone against it, because none of them were great shooters. None of them were really dominant with the ball. So you probably could just play zone. So again, those are my general strategies on how to go 12-0. Some specific strategies like the play calls, but yeah, that's pretty much all you need. Sorry for the length of the video. I'm trying to fit all this information into one video. So, but if y'all have any questions, again, feel free to ask, post it in the comments. If you need help with a specific scheme, with running the zone, more information on running that fifth 64 down 5 out, whatever it may be, throw it in the comments. I'll be happy to make a new video specifically for that to help y'all out. Whatever it may be, whatever you need, let me know. And hopefully this video has helped you out, giving you the information you need to go 12-0 in MyTeam Unlimited. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Again, if you do, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. I'm here for it. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Much success and blessings to you in 2020. Peace out.